Hello, and welcome to the CUP Ringside, part of the CUP Network, where we give you the best seat in the house on all things wrestling. And today we're talking about Raw, so we give you the best seat in the house on all my thoughts on Raw. And I know for those who watch, you're like, what are you doing here on Raw Take? Like, what? I know, I know. I shouldn't be here, but I am. Because when life happens and the Raw crew kind of needs a little break for real life, the SmackDown crew steps up for them because that's what we do here at the Cup. We take over and step in when we need to. So Brooke and West both had things going on today, so I am here. I am Lana, your resident Evil Diva, here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because I love me some tea. Her. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I currently am just drinking water right now, just some water, because hydration is important. And so, just drinking some water right now. But yeah, I am here to talk about all things Raw, Monday Night Raw. But before I do that, I will get the business part out of the way. And I forgot. I forgot to tell you. I'm drinking water, but I will be drinking anything else. I will be drinking out of my cup mug. Ooh, wait, guess what? It's a panel full of cup mugs. Panel full of cup mugs. And that's just because it's me. But but you can get your cup mug or any of our cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. And if you haven't been to the Etsy shop in a quick minute, you might find some new items on the shop. We have new cup t-shirts, and we have our cup hats and cup socks and cup water bottles. So check out the Etsy shop to find out all the things that we have there. And you can get it at Creations at Etsy.com, like I said. And we do ship domestically here in the US and Mexico and Canada. And we ship internationally again. So there are no excuses. Get your cup merch, period. Also, if we subscribe to this channel, let's get that part out of the way. Subscribe to this channel. If you're here, we appreciate you. Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you can get all the content that we put out. We got weekly shows, Raw, the NXT, and SmackDown, and we cover all the PLEs. And then we have our mid card, which is sometimes we do top tens or tier lists or documentary series or anything that's involved wrestling that we would like to talk about. So you don't want to miss that. So hit the notification bell. And like I said, this is part of the Cup Network. We have 3 other channels that you could go and be a part of and watch. So the links of all of our channels will be in the description below in our link tree. So go subscribe to that if you're a fan of Eurovision, if you're a fan of reality TV, or a fan of drag or drag race. We got you covered. So go do all that. Hit our membership button on our main channel at the Cup Pod, and you can join the membership. We'll get early access and exclusive content to all of our channels. And if you just like Patreon better, we have a Patreon link for that as well. And same things, new links, new stuff, exclusive content, all of that. So check it out. Ew. So I am here talking about Raw, and Raw kicked off with Sami Zayn coming out to address his defense of the Intercontinental Championship against Chad Gable and Braun Breaker at the King and Queen of the Ring. And so he's out there talking. Chad interrupts. Nothing out of the ordinary. He's coming out and like he's been doing. He's yelling at and getting mad and berating the Alpha Academy lackeys. And then, talking about this match that's coming up. And so I still love Chad. Heel Chad Gable is my favorite Chad Gable. So I'm here for it. Um, so then they have their match. It's a match between Sammy and Chad, and Sammy they're going back and forth. It's a really decent match between the two of them. They have I feel like they're going really toe to toe with each other, so it wasn't anything like, oh, one person is outdoing the other, but they were going back and forth, and we saw Tozawa and Maxine. They teased it like they were going to interfere, but then they don't, and then they were tossed from the ringside by the referee or by their leader, by Chad Gable. Chad Gable told them, just go, just leave. You're not gonna do anything, just leave. So they leave, but Otis stays. Otis decides to stay. He's going through his emotional, he's torn between wanting to be there for the person who brought him into the Alpha Academy, with Chad Gable, or be there in solidarity with Tozawa and Maxine. He goes back and forth, but eventually he stays, and he blasts Sammy with a clothesline to give Chad Gable the win. And yeah, Chad wins. And I don't know about you, but I kind of feel like for right now, Otis is like, okay, I'm working with, I'm trying to help you with Alpha's Academy, da da da. But I just feel like it's gonna become a time when Otis is gonna get sick of this. He's gonna get sick of being talked down to, or seeing Tozawa and Maxine get talked down to, and he gonna leave them. he go he gonna beat them down. I feel like it's just gonna happen, and it's gonna be fun to watch. I'm gonna be interested in watching what happens, but we'll see. Um, but yeah, Chad Gable beats Sami Zayn. Match was okay. It was good. Like I said, they went toe to toe, little interference at the end, but it was okay. Some key things that I do want to talk about is that during the back and forth of the conversation at the beginning, uh, Sammy was like, told Chad Gable, he was like, make no mistake about it, Chad. You got ass kicking coming. Because Sammy is still upset, and as he should be, of the way Chad like beat him down in front of his family in Montreal. And so he's like, I ain't over that. I'm coming for you. Don't think it ain't gonna happen. And then Chad comes back and say, I'm not just gonna take your Intercontinental Championship. I'm gonna take your soul. And so kind of like, ooh, well, ooh, ooh, well. I mean, I feel like this feud. I don't know about like the whole Braun Breaker aspect of it. I mean, not Braun Breaker. Bronson Reed. Sorry, Braun Breaker is next, but the Bronson Reed of it all. But whatever, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, like I say, Braun Breaker is the next match, and he's mad. He's mad because he was left out of the King of the Ring tournament, and this poor Kale Dixon, unfortunately, was the recipient of the madness, of the fury, he was just mad, and so he took it all out on this poor guy, Kale Dixon. And we've seen for Braun, it's been just smash matches since he's been here, and this was no different. He pretty much broke this man in half, and it was sad. He kind of just like he ran and speared this man, broke him in half, put it back in the ring, speared him again. It's just like, and so the ref called for the match. Was like, "Is it? We're done. It's over." And even after all of that, Bronson Reed was not happy, and he left. He was acting like he was gonna leave, and then he decided to spear him one more time, just for good measure. It was. I don't know if we'll ever see Kel Dixon again, but yeah, he was a little upset. Yeah, but whatever. It was yeah. That was that. It was literally smash match, bam, out the door, done. The next match is the Queen of the Ring semifinals between Lyra Valkyria versus Io Sky. And the women's champion, she cashed in her ticket for the King of the Queen into it was a for me, I think this match was good. And I don't know what they're planning to do with the Queen of the Ring tournament. But this outcome was not what I expected. I thought Io Sky was truly going to win this because she's former champion. Lyra just got there, but also it makes sense for Lyra to win this match too because she did just get there, and we want to push more people to the forefront. And I feel like the Queen of the Ring tournament is a place where someone who doesn't always have a spot in the main events could shine and maybe get to that point. So this wasn't, I was shocked, but I wasn't mad. It was a good match. It was hard fought between the two. And it was just like we saw Io dominate the first half, and then Valkyria to fought her way back in the back half of the match. So it was really good. It was good back and forth, good counters and reversals and near falls and all of that stuff. And it was good. It was good to see it. Um, Valkyra, it's just like I said, she is somebody who I feel like could be a really good person for the division, the women's division, and go on to do really, really good things and great things. So I like that that they're pushing her along in this tournament. So she beats Io, and I was like, okay, all right, not mad at it. Not mad at it at all. I didn't expect it, but I wasn't mad at it. Um, Not mad at it at all. So then we have the World Tag Team Championship, Awesome Truth versus the Judgment Day, Ben and JD McDonough. I mean, okay, my personal opinion, just mine. I'm kind of tired of the whole Truth Judgment Day situation now. For me, I'm like, um, eh, eh. But we saw, I mean, we've seen enough. We've seen enough. We've seen R-Truth. We've seen them R-Truth try to get in the Judgment Day. See the Judgment Day reject R-Truth. We see R-Truth win the championship. We see R-Truth defend the championships with them and then win. And I feel like now it's time to move to the back of the line, let somebody else get that spot. But whatever. That's just me. That's just me. Um, we saw a competitive match, and Carlito ended up interfering late in the match, trying to still get in good graces with the Judgment Day. But Braun Strowman also made his way into the arena and tossing JD McDonough, and chasing. I can't talk today. Chasing JD McDonough into the waiting arms of Truth, who delivered the Attitude Adjustment for the win. So we love to see Braun Strowman coming back into the picture, and but it came back to help our Truth and the Miz for the win. So they retained the belts. Great. Do we not keep having them fight the same people? That'd be great too. That'd be great too. Um, some few things I want to talk about backstage stuff. Braun Breaker interrupts interaction between Ricochet and Ilya Dragon, and he continues his path of rage, so he's mad. Blah blah blah. Uh, Gunther cuts his promo in the empty Greensboro Coliseum ahead of the King of the Ring match against Jey Uso, and he said it's not who is the more exciting act on his way to the ring. It's about who is the better wrestler in that ring. So, um, Damien commends Carlito for attacking Cruz del Toro, but refused to let him hang tight in the Judgment Day lair and compete with an APA reference. He completed with an APA reference to the Attitude Era. He's just like, I appreciate it, but you can't, like, basically, you can't sit with us. I appreciate you helping out, but or doing what you did. It's cute, but you can't sit with us. Yeah. And then Sonya Deville has made her long-awaited return to introduce herself to Zoe Stark and saying hello to her former tag team partner, Shayna Baszler. But Baszler was like, nah, I want none of, we don't have time to talk to you. So they just leave. And she's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm just trying to, okay. All right. So ahead of the women's match Saturday between Becky and Liv Morgan, the man hits the ring for a promo. We get a typical promo from Becky, and she is interrupted by Liv Morgan, who hurled insults and accusations at Lynch, including that she only cares about herself, before appearing to accept a challenge for a fight right then and there. But she backs up like, no, thank you, and then tells her to cry about it. So, back and forth between Liv and Becky, which we expect going into Saturday for the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. We have next we have a tag team number one contenders match. A fatal four-way: Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, Katana Chance, and Kaden Carter, Maxine Dupree and Ivy Now, Dakota Kai, and Kyrie Sane. Also in this tag team, a fatal four-way, and it was alright. It was okay. It was a lot for me. It was all right. They, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the best way I want to describe this match. It was fine. I think it was a lot of, you know, backs and forth, and people do, spots being taken. But apparently, Maxine Dupree is getting more and more over with the people. They're starting to want the underdog to succeed, and she was getting her name chanted at one point by the fans, and everybody was, rooting for her. But the dominance of Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark was evident, and you know, there was no. It just, for me, it just felt like it shouldn't have been a fatal four-way match. It was just too much going on at one time that it just didn't need to be that. I would have rather it just been a one-on-one match, like. But it is what it is. You It is what it is. Um, It was okay. It was all right. Then we had the King of the Ring tournament, semifinal between Jay Uso and Gunther. And this was, I didn't like this. I don't know what they're doing. But see, here's, and I don't know what they're going to do with Jay, but I feel like they have to do something with Jay. Like I said before, and I know I hadn't been on here, but I said it on SmackDown, and I was like, I don't think at first I was like, I think either Jay or Gunther was going to win the King of the Ring tournament. Whoever won this match was going to win the King of the Ring tournament. And then I was like, maybe Randy. But I don't know. I still think it's going to be Gunther to win the whole King of the Ring tournament. Even though I would love to see Randy, and I think Randy would be a great winner. Because he is so over. He is with one of the things he had not done in his career, and he's done so much. So it would be lovely to see him being the King of the Ring going forward towards the end of his career. But I also think this would be a good thing for Gunther coming off of the Intercontinental Championship, being the King of the Ring, just continue to move up till he becomes the person to win the whole thing, to become champion, because at some point Gunther will be champion, Universal Champion or World Heavyweight Champion. It's just a matter of when that happens. But this match, it just was like Gunther just took over, and Jay was just not getting into the match like I wanted him to. Like, but I also feel like if they don't, Gunther wins this match hands down. It was just like uh he just threw everything he had at Jay, and Jay could not come back with anything to counteract that. So I kind of feel like Gunther was going to win this, and then I said whoever wins doesn't win this match goes on to win Money in the Bank. So if they are setting up Jay to win Money in the Bank, I would be very happy for that. But I don't like this momentum that they just took away from him by having him in this match where he was just dominated. Because, like, his name is Main Event Jay Uso. And we want to see Main Event Jay Uso in a light, not where he even if he loses, he doesn't get squashed. And this felt like a long squash moment. And I was just like, oh, but it was some things that was counteract. Like Jake came with some kind of offense that was good, and you know, but it just felt like this was Gunther's match to win. And I don't know. I was just like, I don't know about how I feel about that. I mean, if I feel fine about it if they're going to let Jay Uso go on to win Money in the Bank. That's how I feel. If he's going to go on to win Money in the Bank, then great. If he doesn't, then I'm like, why are we? What are we not going to do with somebody who's so over? Like, what? I just don't. And I want everything good for Jay Uso. I want everything good for both Usos. I want everything good for the bloodline because I'm a bloodline girl. Is what it is. But I just didn't. I just wanted more. I wanted more, and I wanted to see. But I'm not mad at Gunther winning because I think Gunther winning the King of the Ring tournament will be good, and something he would be great at. But I don't know. I don't know. I just think it would have been nice for Jay to win. I don't know if I would rather seen Gunter with the Money in the Bank and Jay with the King of the Ring, or flip flopping. But either way, I just wanted the best for Jay Uso because I like Jay Uso. But that is about it. That's all. Overall, I thought the show was good. I thought it was decent. Um, I appreciated the matches for what they were. Um, I enjoyed the show. I thought it was fine. I thought it was good. Um, but yeah, that's about it. I'm not gonna hold y'all long because baby, we don't really have to spend all night to talk about Raw. It was good. We all watched it. It was good. But we'll be back next week. I probably won't be here. Hopefully, our Raw Take crew will be back. But somebody will be back next week to talk about Raw. You want to catch me? I'm going to be on the Blue Brand because that's where I am. But you can catch me on the Blue Brand every Friday or every Saturday. Every Saturday when we drop our videos. We also have NXT drops every Thursday. Raw drops every Tuesday. So check all of that out. This week we'll be discussing the King and Queen of the Ring. That will drop on Thursday. And check that out. We'll probably recap that on Sunday. It'll probably drop on Sunday. So check that out. Like I said, hit the notification bells, hit the subscribe button. We got videos coming at you all week, every week. So this is your home for WWE right now. Also, you can follow us on our main channel at the Cup Pod, our reality TV channel at the Cup TV, and our Eurovision Song Contest channel at the Cup ESC. You can follow our socials at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow me as well if you want on my Twitter. My Instagram is right there. So you can follow me there if you'd like. And you can also get your cup merch. Not limited to, but the cup mug. We do have other items in the Etsy shop, so check it out at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link is in the description below. And yeah, we're gonna get out of here. So cheers, y'all. Cheers.